Sportsball. So guys, welcome back to another video. This is another reaction to Urinating Tree series, the Week in Sportsball NFL Week 2 edition. And I did the Week 1 reaction and people really enjoyed it. And I'm not complaining. Whenever it's a Urinating Tree video, I'm willing to do it because I do really enjoy his videos. But again, people really enjoyed this. That's one of my most viewed reactions on my second channel, which is crazy to me. But I mean, I appreciate it. And the fact that there was so much support on that, I'm going to keep up with this series, and I'll probably end up doing every week in every sort of This Week in Sportsball video he does, because again, it's one of those things that it helps you keep up to date with what's going on in the NFL. But let's check this out, man. I feel like his video actually got taken down, which might be as to why people came to watch it on my channel, which is weird because mine didn't get taken down. Fuck, turned into a robot, then turned into a cyborg. But yeah, I mean, I guess maybe there was some, I don't really know why, to be honest. That just seems a bit sketchy as to why his wasn't taken. No, his was taken down, but mine wasn't. But we're here to watch this anyway. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It means a lot. Leave a like. Lets me know if you want more of this sort of stuff. But let's check this out, man. Let's see what happened this week.
And this little pop-up kick worked. Could have taken himself, and he doesn't get in. Pulled out his pants. It's dropped by.
I love his editing so much.
The Cowboys have it. Do you believe that?
I'm calling both games.
I bet Joe Burrow wishes he were back at LSU now, isn't he? With the way his offensive line was protecting him, you'd think that they were bribed by mobsters to throw the game or something. Although Cleveland does have the talent to make a team's life a living hell, this was a good recovery game for them. Ease the blow of the Baltimore massacre and pick on a team far weaker than you are. The Bengals had absolutely no answers for their rushing attack. When those two are clicking, they are borderline unstoppable. Plus, Baker Mayfield looked good again. Yes, it is Cincinnati, but let them have this. They need all of the optimism they can get.
But let them
With the
have
lack
this.
of
Fuck's
preseason,
sake.
among other factors, there are significantly more player injuries due in part to poor game conditioning. Practice can only do so much, but you know what that means for us. The debut of the Injury Bowl!
What the fuck? What the fuck? Lost.
Our first participants in this brutal battle of attrition are the 49ers and Jets. New York is not only dealing with injuries to the majority of their receiving core and Le'Veon Bell, but are playing without a head coach due to the dreaded ailment that is Adam Gase. It will prove to be an easy win for San Francisco because the Jets themselves have been a broken franchise for many years. However, the Niners didn't just win this game, but they also won the Injury Bowl convincingly. Let's start with George Kittle and others being out before the game.
God.
And keep the conga line going. Nick Bosa out for the year. Solomon Thomas copy-pasting Bosa's injury. Raheem...
Look, see, I knew this sport, American football, there's higher risk in injuries compared to probably 99.9% of sports, but there's just so many injuries in this sport. Is this sort of like a bit more than it usually is? That's not what I'm looking for. Like an unusual amount of injuries happening now. Like I guess because some weeks there'll be more injuries than others. But like since like week 1 and week 2, there's just so many injuries in this sport, and also like in his predictions for like the season as well. So many injuries, and this is all just for one team now.
Mostert running to the injured list. Tevin Coleman following right behind him. Jimmy Garoppolo dealing with a high ankle sprain. And the coup de grace. The team's MRI truck breaking down. You thought it was just training camp where you were injured to hell? Oh no, sir, this is just the beginning of your tribute to the gods. Folks, this is why you don't put all of your hopes on a bunch of Vikings to get shit done in life. Because they'll just raid and pillage your dreams in a shoreline invasion. This is perfectly emphasized by the performance of a certain Kirk Cousins today. He'll be good, we all thought. He just needed to get the hell out of the shithole that is Washington. Once he goes to a real team, he will emerge. Sure as shit didn't happen against the Colts. Maybe his bonus money is conditional on the amount of disappointment he can bring the fans in a given year. He came out feeling dangerous. 11 of 26 for 113 yards and 3 picks. Fucking outstanding stuff. Isn't this supposed to be Phillip Rivers' job? He's laughing in cheesehead at this failure. The Rams look at their current state of cap hell and laugh in its face. They will keep paying their good players, and hope to God they don't...
Sorry, yeah. Every time I see the Rams, like what they wear, like their sort of their uniform, their kit, their jerseys, however you call it, I just think it's just like, what? Like, even it's just a weird colour combo. I really don't like it. If you're a Rams fan, I apologise, but it's just a weird looking sort of combination.
Suffer a decline in production. Robert Woods, you get to be locked up for a good bit as well. They're on a spending spree, and we are merely witnesses to their show no mercy attitude towards their capologist. Best Buy is feeling quite good about their new purchases, so they're offering a deal for you. If the Eagles look like absolute shit against them in a game, everyone gets a free coupon to Radio Shack. If you wish to redeem this offer, please enter Stan Kroenke's office and do whatever he desires, even if it means your dad. They didn't pay Carson Wentz to take a dive today just because they felt like it. Oh, are you sure they didn't bribe him to suck? He was just terrible? How pathetic must it be to be booed out of a home stadium with no fans in it?
What?
The Packers' tour of impotent rage
How's that even
continues
possible?
against one of their perennial underlings in the NFC North in Detroit. They are always an easy victory, and against the faux Patriots, it's truly no exception. The Lions may be without the majority of their cornerbacks and have terrible game planning, but you suffer the same punishment that Minnesota got last week. An extremely pissed off Aaron Rodgers. His bloodlust has not been quenched, and he demands more to please his palate. Detroit, you may have a 14-3 lead, but this is where you lie down and die. Conveniently, you died without a fight to him and the rushing attack of Aaron Jones. How nice of you to do so. Matt Stafford is probably looking at Megatron's retirement in envy. Perhaps next week Matt Patricia will figure out the basics, like run-pass balance and managing a defense. Probably not happening. This is the kind of offense that Tampa Bay was expecting when they brought in all those big names in the offseason. Tom Brady managed to keep the mistakes to a minimum. Although, yes, it was Carolina, this is the kind of win a team with many new parts needs to generate some kind of momentum. It would have been even uglier for Carolina if certain receivers on Tampa could make a fucking catch. Glaring right at Shady McCoy.
Oh, no.
The defense did the rest to make Bridgewater's day a living hell. It's not a statement win, but at least it's something. You needed this more than you can realize. Carolina, you want some food from the soup kitchen? Too bad, you get an injury to Christian McCaffrey. Now get the fuck out of here. Josh Allen is Taysom Hill if he managed to have a bunch of cheat codes enabled for a rocket launcher of an arm. He's a running back with the arm power of Rex Grossman. If he can harness his accuracy, he'll be good. But for now, Miami, you get to die today. And it's prolonged via lightning delay. Yes, there were fans allowed in, but did you really think they were here for you? Hell no, there were Bills fans eager for blood. What is a secondary? I can't tell as they were torched by Josh Allen. They probably would have been torched by the Josh Allen on Jacksonville they were that exposed. See? This is the kind of shit that will have the Bills looking like legit contenders. That will end the whole Josh Allen as a running back meme. All that shit ends with more performances like this. Keep it up.
All right, Ben Roethlisberger magically healed his elbow by giving up porn this offseason. You gotta watch a lot of porn to get tennis elbow from
Who's this
that.
guy?
After scientists operated on Ben's elbow and installed a fleshlight in his forearm, he returned to the gridiron and looks to be in great shape. He somehow lost weight, and Captain Fat Fuck is now Captain Fit Fuck. That doesn't make any sense to me, as half of the calories I burn every day do come from masturbation. But whatever works for you, Ben. It was really easy. Instead of clicking on Pornhub or Grubhub, I go down here and open the Beachbody app. Oh, bravo. Ben implemented the Play 60 philosophy into his fitness routine. But let's not talk about Ben. Let's talk about my QB. No, not Drew Lock. Certainly not Jeff Driscoll, but John Elway. He doesn't need to give up porn. He is porn. As he watches the game in a seductive pose even Mike Tomlin would envy. And since I wasn't going to relive the 7 sacks your Steelers placed upon my Broncos,
What is
congrats
this?
on beating them by 5 with all of their fucking players injured, Tree. Congrats. And to show my respect for your team, I've got a new nickname for your Steelers wide receivers. We remember the terrible killer bees for Ben, Bell, and Brown. Well, now you've got Johnson, Smith, and Washington. In Trips formation, you shall call them the Founding Fathers. Just pray they come back after going out for a pack of cigarettes.
This salt is fantastic.
What the fuck? I mean, I like that. Is this like a sort of is he like a regular sort of feature in this show that he has? Because again, this is a new series to me. Or is this new to everyone else as well? Because I like that though, like little interval. That's quite fun to see, and I was laughing a lot.
This misery
Them
calls for the
replays.
Yinzer's take on this near self-destruction.
I haven't seen so many horse faces.
Oh, not this guy again.
I went to Fox Chapel the other day. One of these days we should take all the horses down Pig Hill so they can go to the butcher. We should do that in New Hampshire. They're the biggest jag-offs in the city. They just sit there and their hips stick up and throw flags at the start. This was some bullshit. The rest are always against us, yet we beat those bitches. We deserve to be 3, no, 4 and 0 after this. I went outside after the game and shot one of the neighbor's horses as punishment for their ass. I don't care that it was the police horse that asshole had a comment.
I'm not even. I can understand about 10% of what he said. I think he just said he shot his neighbour's horses. This guy's accent is so strong.
Did you just commit a felony? Kissin' Titties allowed the world to laugh at the utter failure of a franchise that is Detroit last week. Today he lords over another increasingly irrelevant team in the G-Man. Even as Allen Robinson is upset about his contract and Tariq Cohen got a nice extension in his own right, maybe he can have everyone shut the hell up about Mahomes when talking about him. Forget that Mahomes was a massive risk when drafted, it's the results that matter. He was good in the first half. After that, it was typical Mitch, where he always leaves you either wanting more or bashing your head in since he isn't going to get benched anytime soon. Despite being massively depleted in terms of manpower, the Giants are still in this game and slowly crawling towards the screaming woman in the corner. Chicago can't stop making mistakes. They don't just get up and walk out the door. They are paralyzed. The zombie is about to feast. But then the hero comes in and shoots the zombie in the head with a shotgun. New York comes up just short due to a lack of momentum. Congratulations, Giants, you allowed the Bears to escape with an ugly win. For this, you get a fantastic prize in the box of death. A torn ACL for Saquon.
Oh, no.
Like Danny Dimes does when someone breathes on him. Tennessee should be careful coming into this matchup. Jacksonville may have no established talent, but the myth known as Gardner Minshew is eager to fuck up the tank. The former Saxonville defense may look awful against the Titans' offensive attack, but Jacksonville is getting the offensive production that they should have been getting in 2018 and last year. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice for them? This has been a surprising barn burner of a match so far. Be careful, they're storming back to tie this game. Minshew only commanding an Abrams to blast the Titans back to Nashville. He doesn't care that the odds are against him. Tennessee will have to dig deep for this win. It will have to fall on the boot of Steven Gostkowski again. He's hitting with precision again? He won the game for the Titans. Interesting. Perhaps his career's death may have been a bit exaggerated. Maybe I should be more optimistic regarding things. Over 20,000 fans packing Jerry's incredible.
Oh shit! 21,000. Wow. See, like in the UK now, people probably don't care. It was looking bright. My hometown, like there was finally fans coming into the stadium. The government's putting a rule now where no fans can see, like we can't have fans again, and it's just like we sort of got to a point, and now it's getting to the point where we're worrying that the league's gonna get shut down again. And if that happens, I'm gonna be a sad man. Like it's just crazy how like certain countries are dealing with it so differently. In like the UK, we can't have any fans, and now the US, they've got 22,000 in some stadiums. That's incredible though. That's really fucking incredible.
The Dallas Cowboys, holy fuck, what the hell are you doing? You're getting shit packed in your own stadium against the Falcons? I get they have a great offense and you have some new pieces in the secondary, but what's Mike McCarthy's game plan here? When in doubt, go for it on 4th down? It's like he was taking a shit one day, read a few pages of Pro Football Insider, and started calling himself an analytics guru. Do you hear that? It's the entirety of Wisconsin laughing hysterically at you. They warned you about this, you know? The Falcons have a 19-point lead in the second quarter as they go for 2. What the fuck are you doing, Dan? Take the damn point! Even then, it's not like Atlanta doesn't have a reputation for choking and Mike McCarthy gets carried by elite talent whenever he fucks up royally as a coach. But they do. Don't tell me this is going to happen, is it? Dan Quinn, the defensive genius, is going back to his comfortable staple of soft zone as Dallas is predictably picking it apart. Atlanta, the team that still thinks 28-3 was a bad dream. The team that runs everything like a fucking mom and pop instead of a sports franchise. Guess what? The team that fumbled 4 times in 1 quarter is coming back on them. You wonder why they keep getting fucked over by the big boys in business and in life? It's because of bullshit like this. Now, Tree, you say you're being too harsh. Atlanta won't blow this onside kick.
Zerline, little squibber's got to go 10 yards.
Oh, no.
It's close.
Oh, Jesus, just follow the fucking ball, you useless little shits!
Oh, God. The Falcons blew another big lead.
Oh,
the
fuck's sake.
Choked again.
Wait, win probability. What was it? Was that 99.9%? Oh my god. It seems to be a theme with their franchise, doesn't it? Got a feel for their fans.
The Falcons choked again. Good work, Atlanta, for this failure leads you to being our lol cow of the week. This team is a fucking joke. How the fuck is Dan Quinn still here? Dude's been choking more than Mia Khalifa and he somehow still has a job. You know what?
Wait, he's been what? Choking for Mia Khalifa? Wait.
The fuck is Dan Quinn still here? Dude's been choking more than Mia Khalifa and he somehow still has a job.
Oh my god, I love this guy. I fucking love him. Some of his references kill me. He's been choking more than Mia Khalifa. Fuck's sake.
You know what? Delete the franchise. Seriously, delete your fucking franchise. You've made the same fuck-ups year after year and you've learned absolutely nothing. I don't know how I'd even look at my family if I kept failing like this. You're all colossal wastes of life. All of you. Commit seppuku.
You had an opportunity, and you blew it.
I want to say it. I really want to. The name redacted really deserve it. Texas Tech, after last week's impressive victory against the Niners, get a home match against the carpet. There will only be air raids and blistering charges for 60 straight minutes. Kyler Murray has evolved. Perhaps that god-awful asset management with Josh Rosen may be worth it in the end. The little man has the feet of Hermes and the arm of Zeus. Lightning bolts coming out of his arms when the pigskin is thrown. This makes Washington into carpet. Easily walked over all game long. Good work. Houston, did you like getting your spleen
Actually,
ruptured
nice
all
then.
over the field last week against a
Like-
Super Bowl contender? Well, aren't you the lucky bastards? Because you had a coupon to get the same experience for free this week. You get to be stomped, sizzled, bonked, blasted, and annihilated at every turn against a team eager to make you their bitch yet again. The Texans get to be gashed by their rushing attack, scorched by their passing attack, and
Wait, what the
utterly
fuck? I-
defunct,
what the
sizzled,
daydream? What the
bonked,
fuck am I
blasted, and annihilated at every turn against a team eager to make you their bitch yet again. The Texans get to be gashed by their rushing attack, scorched
the
by their
fuck?
passing attack, and utterly defeated in every facet of play. Even better, more self-inflicted wounds. Going for it on 4th down on your own 35? Bill O'Brien's genius
Oh,
play
no.
calling, you know it! I feel like Houston just wants to die. Not the team, but the entire city.
Look at the speed.
Just sink into a hole and go away for good. I don't blame them for that thinking. Tyrod Taylor is good at getting fucked over in his career. When he gets a chance to start, something comes in his way of securing a permanent role. Like in Cleveland, the perpetrator of this was in the football gods. He suffered a chest injury due to a bad reaction to painkillers, which results in the first career start in the Oregon quarterback, Justin Herbert. He wasn't awful. In fact, he was holding his own when thrown to the fire. This might mean Taylor might not have his starting role for much longer. This is especially since the Chargers are not only leading against Kansas City of all teams, but watching as their offense stumbles around drunkenly for 3 quarters. But as the Chiefs, you can only watch them mess up for so long. Their threats lurk, ready to strike. LA may have regained the lead with a long offensive drive, but they left them too much time. Kansas City methodically goes down the field. Thank the holding penalties for making it harder than it should have been. Sadly for the Chargers, Randy Bullock is not clonable. Overtime is the solution. You can try to ice Harrison Butker, but how can you make a cold-blooded machine feel emotion? Look at him kill this field goal. Killed, I say. He fucked that ball shit up. The moral of the story, don't give the Chiefs time. So Tyrod didn't have a bad reaction, but the team doctor botched a routine injection? Fuck you, Spanos. Has anyone talked about when Seattle
the
passed
fuck?
the ball on the 1-yard line yet? I couldn't tell from all the incessant coverage from last week. There are a few pieces remaining from that fateful Super Bowl, but don't tell that to Carroll or Belichick. To them, this is just another chess match for supremacy. The redemption of Supercam against the grown man known as Russell Wilson. Blows will be thrown left and right, but there was little stopping Russell in the deep ball. Gaze at how beautiful those spirals are. By God, that's diamond tier perfection. Philly gets salty that they didn't draft DK Metcalf, and all is good in the world. Perhaps a little too excited when they're leading and try to chuck it deep on a 3rd and 1. Yeah, New England eats those tactical mistakes as a snack. They're trying to push a final drive to win this game. This is Belichick's wheelhouse. It doesn't matter
look
if
at that.
he isn't here. He will still
That was
dominate.
nice.
Cam will lead them to glory, you know. They're down to the goal line in a case of deja vu.
Here he goes. Cam is going to take it himself, and he doesn't get in.
Tough luck, Bill. Perhaps you should have tried passing the ball. The Death Star. It is active. And it's just as intimidating as one would expect
Stadium,
from
yeah?
such a franchise.
Come on.
The team may not have the luster that it had decades before, but there's always punking the Saints in their home debut. John Gruden had a plan so crazy it could work. Just let New Orleans keep making near-endless mistakes while you hold on to the ball for as long as you can. Even Tom Landry himself couldn't have devised a better game plan. The Saints were without Michael Thomas, and apparently that means the entire team structure collapses on itself. Alvin Kamara can only run for so long on the treadmill before he runs out of gas. Maybe he can get some help if Drew Brees can throw for more than 5 fucking yards at a time. Doesn't help that he's throwing terrible interceptions to give Vegas a huge chunk of momentum. I'd march down the field, but I'm far too undisciplined to not take off.
Look at this.
Here's a huge
Oh
fumble.
my God.
Time for some noodles and company for Brees. Third down with a chance to get the ball back? Let's not stop a basic fucking toss play to let them get 6.
Oh,
Another
man.
third down with a chance to get the ball back? Derek Carr will massively overthrow his receiver, while the idiots on defense commit blatant pass interference. I can hear Saints fans bitching now, but you straight up lost this game.
Look at the swerve
Vegas
on that.
pranced to a win here. Now don't come back until you learn how to run something other than checkdowns and halfback tosses. Blood for the blood god.
Oh, here we are again.
Injuries for the injury god.
Unit lost.
Again, so fucking many.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Unit lost.
What the
Unit
fuck?
lost.
This is in a week of fucking football. Oh
Unit
my
lost.
God. How many injuries
Unit
is this altogether?
lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Fuck me. There's got to be at least 30 to 40 injuries. Wait, what? Chicago Bears Hall of Fame. Oh man. Patriots running back James White's father killed him. Jeez. Oh man.
This week was so bad it outlasted taps. The gods are insatiable.
Fucking hell. I love his endings so much. The bottom text just tore its ACL out for the season, for fuck's sake. But like again, I obviously knew in American football there's gonna be more injuries to like compared to most sports, but I didn't like realise how many there were consistently like this every week. Like it's kind of astonishing to me. This video was really good this week. Can't put my finger on what my feels were. Do you choke more than Mia Khalifa? I'm not a Falcons fan, but ouch. When God gave out brains, the Falcons said trains and they missed it. Fuck's sake. Isn't this supposed to be Philip Rivers' job? I love to NFL 2020 week 2 in a nutshell. Everyone's ACL was torn. Gets to the injury part, yeah, we're going to have to be here a while. Checks time, 2 minutes, holy shit, I didn't know we were playing soccer with this extra time. Fuck's sake. Tyra Taylor is a reverse Ryan Fitzpatrick. If he's on his team with a rookie project QB quarterback, they are going to suck. They're going to suck guaranteed. Wistfully remember the Houston Roughnecks. Cowboys can't blow the lead if you never had it to begin with. That's true. That's a very good point. You can't bottle it if you've not like taken the lead, can you? What does That's Good Sports look like a beard? Less douchey, Ray William Johnson. Oh, is that who it is? That's Good Sports. I assume that's like another YouTuber. That makes sense then. But I mean, I enjoyed this one. I mean, there seems sort of like to be like a not a cult hero thing. It seems to be like a sort of a main staple in sort of football YouTube, man. Like, I mean, I'm not sort of against that or complaining whatsoever because I do really enjoy these videos. But like, the more I see this, the more I understand why the sort of like urinating tree is so loved on YouTube, because it's just like it's just interesting to see this kind of stuff. But again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. What are your thoughts on like week 2 of the NFL? Like the injuries, some of the games, some of the comebacks, some of the bottling from from Atlanta. I mean, yeah, I mean that Atlanta just seemed to get bullied, man. Just always because of that initial Super Bowl. And then just, whenever they sort of lose a lead, they just seem to get laughed at. You've got to feel for them, but that's sort of the funny side of sport, right? But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, like, subscribe, peace.